Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a guide on how to slay aberrant spectres, at least the most effective way to slay them. The area we'll be using is in Polnevich. You can travel here using a Slayer ring to teleport to Summoner, or you can take the carpet from Shanti Pass. Pretty much head down into this dungeon here. You run along until you go down into this level here. There's a large multi-combat area for aberrant spectres. It's obviously most effective if you have these as a Slayer task, because you have the full use of your Slayer helm. That is a actual requirement for slaying them here. If you don't have a Slayer helm, do not attempt this, you will die. Okay, I'll show you the gear that I use for these, and any recommendations for lesser gear as such. Okay, so you want strength and attack boosting potions, as well as prayer restoration potions. A teleport tab to get you towards a bank, preferably an altar too, so teleport to house is perfect. A beast of burden will come in handy for holding herb drops, as there will be a lot. Dwarf multi-cannon will come in extremely handy and literally quadruple your task time. It would just, well, not quadruple, whatever the opposite of quadruple is, you know, completely slash it. Useful tool is herbicide. It's not required. I only have this because I didn't realise it's actually kind of shit. But at Abberrant it is sort of handy. It has a checklist. Any herbs that aren't ticked will drop on the floor. Any herbs that are ticked won't appear on the floor, and instead I gain experience for cleaning them times 2. Right, the gear I'm using. Slayer helmet, required. I recommend a Star Wars cape. Currently using the red one, colour doesn't matter. Dragon boots, sparrow's gloves, a strength boosting ring. If not, you could of course wear your Slayer ring in this slot. A dragon defender or prayer book. I'm currently using bandos just for the strength bonus. Some people may find it better to use proselyte or initiate, possibly even monk robes. Currently using an abyssal whip because multi-combat tasks will drain the charges of my chaotic weapons a lot faster, and these are so weak that I really don't think it's worth using a chaotic. You can if you want to, it could possibly even speed up the task, however, you won't profit as much, and let's face it, it's nice to go back to using a whip every now and then, for those of you who do use chaotics. Okay, let's begin. Okay, simply right click your Slayer ring if you are using one, rub it, because let's face it, that's what jewelry is for in this game. I'm wondering if Jagex mods spend all their time rubbing their rings. And no, that's not an innuendo, Emily, I know what you're thinking. Alright, run south. Summoner is located just a little bit further back here. Okay, climb down the well. A lot of people know this, you know, it's common knowledge, but I've decided to start making Slayer videos on, you know, guides to every task almost, so anybody watching this thinking, oh, I know all this, nothing's new, go watch something else. Some people don't know everything. Okay, the prayer you'll be using is protection from magic, or deflect magic. Deflect obviously being the best option. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but every little helps. So if you have deflect, use it. If you have protection, use it. Recommended you don't let your prayer drop while fighting these in large quantities. Unless of course you're using magic defense armor, because let's face it, if you don't want to use a cannon or prayer, you'd have to substitute your melee armor for something like Karel's or Dragonhide. However, it is a lot more effective to slay them this way. In fact, I wouldn't recommend anything else, to be honest. Set up your fucking ugly, disgusting, retarded, Fable wannabe fucking cannon thing that Jagex has decided to create. Turn on your protect from magic, and shoot the fucker. Alright, now you shoot these poor little things in the face. Let's face it, they are just dead people trying to live their lives, and here we are, shooting them in the face. Well, not really live their lives, more live their deaths, I suppose. Yeah, this is pretty much it for now. I'll report back to you guys once I've filled up my yak and inventory and show you the best banking method. Okay, be back soon. Just as a side note, guys, I'm going to talk through the type of drops you should be picking up. The drops you should be looking for and obviously be picking up include the herb drops, such as Raynar, Lanternine, you know, most high level herbs. They don't drop very many charms, so I only really pick up the blue charms. You could want to pick up crimsons if you like, of course, but I don't recommend it, that's all. But if you're training summoning, they can be useful. They do drop a lot of high level herbs, seeds such as Torstol or Snapdragon, Lantadime, just seeds, herbs, and Mystic Battle Staffs, Mystic Row Bottoms. They drop hard glue scrolls. Some people don't do them, some people do. They can possibly drop an Abberrant Spectre challenge scroll. Extremely rare, but of course nobody wants to leave something like that on the floor. They drop herbs insanely often. It's a very profitable and fast task, and only a low Slayer level needed for them really, so I recommend doing them when you have them. I recommend cannoning, and I recommend using this dungeon. So only thing left now is to show you the best banking method. I'm sure most of you already know. Kind of little hint in my inventory right there, but for anyone who doesn't, you'll soon see. Okay, back with you soon, guys. Okay, so once you've got your inventory filled with herbs, gems, and charms, etc., the safest thing to do would be to reset your cannon. I'm currently dropping some herbs just to make space to do so. The reason for this is because you don't want your cannon to decay while you're trying to bank. Alright, now that's done. I'm sure I'll drop those herbs somewhere. Oh, I'm standing on them. Alright, now what I do to bank is I teleport to house. Any minute now. Okay, now I have a prayer altar in my house. Most of you probably will. If you don't, you could try using Lumbridge teleport tabs to teleport to Lumbridge and use the altar and bank there. But what I do is I pray at the altar, and then I teleport to Falador using one of my portals in my house. As you can see, my Beast of Burden is also filled with herbs and charms. A lot of Raynars. This is their main drop. Okay, simply run into Falador West Bank, deposit box to deposit your herbs and other such loot in your bank. I don't need to restock on anything. If you do, then obviously just use the bank and teleport back. Of course, unless of course you finish your task, there's no reason to go back, but you all know that. Some people may wish to kill these when not assigned. They are good money, so it's understandable. They're not much of a challenge, don't require much concentration, and you shouldn't really have to compete for kills at all, because it's not that often you'll find people here. There are other places to kill these, but as I said, this is just the most effective way, and the way I use that I'm showing you. Any other methods you can find easily on YouTube and Runescape fan sites and such. As I said, I'm just going to be showing you the most effective way. Alright guys, see you later, and good luck.